We are back from the abyss. So let's just get right into it. So here we go.
No drama, no drama.
No more drama now, please. Except if it's good drama.
Well, yeah.
Let's start with Sam, shall we?
I love Sam.
Me too. I don't really have that much to say. It was overall very solid like usual. But I wasn't a fan of the voice cracks. To me, that suits more in a country song.
I don't know. I kind of liked it. I like that kind of the rougher feel. Like I said, he has a unique ability to take a song that's really popular and everybody knows it and everyone associates Hey Yeah with Outkast, and he turned it into something that was 100% his own and worked. You know, so I really liked it. I kind of put him right at one of my top spots up there.
That was a minor criticism. He is just killing it as usual. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Very polished as always. I'll have my my little comments later down the line about is it maybe a bit too polished? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, really good stuff.
Well, it can be too polished at the point of it sounding too unreal, like it's.
See, no, I don't think it sounded unreal at all. I don't think it was overproduced, but that's just me.
No. Haley's was another story, but we'll get to that.
Would you want to go right into Haley or?
About Haley's then. This is a single and it stood out to me, but maybe not for the right reasons. It sounds quite overproduced and it doesn't sit right with me. The rules say you can edit it however you please, but that doesn't mean all editing is good. Because in the context of a singing competition, I start to question how much of this is her talent and how much is the talent of the mixer. So I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest.
I guess I could see your point. I really liked it. You know, it got me kind of like up and dancing a little bit. You know, I enjoyed it. I mean, I can see your point about it being too polished, but I do think a lot of it is her talent. I don't think that it's over polished to the point that it makes her more talented than she really is. I do think that she's got that talent and her real talent is shining through a lot of the polishing.
Yeah, thankfully we do know she has a great talent, so it wasn't like it was auto-tune's work.
Yeah.
No, it definitely came through in it. I think the difference between Sam and with Haley is that with Sam, there's still stack loads of his character in it. With Haley, with that entry, you have to kind of really dig into it to find what's there. But what is there, if you pick it all apart, is definitely enough. But I think going forward, we need to make sure that that really comes out and doesn't get hidden away with the extra stuff too much.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
Vice.
Okay.
It sure lives up to its name. It was noisy.
Yeah.
But my main problem with the mixing is that the sibilants are too sharp. I tried to fix it myself, but I couldn't. It's always best to fix it yourself before mixing. Also, his tone sounds quite pressed, not very clean sounding, but he has lots of potential.
I've got a couple of problems with it. It seems like poor mic quality, or maybe something say at the mixing side of things. And then a big chunk of it is at the start is just intro and no singing to it, so we don't get really enough content to begin with either.
Oh yes, the mic quality. If I had a better mic, that would have probably solved a lot of issues.
That was exactly what I wrote down. I said the mic quality brought it down a lot. And I said it was, you know, it was good in the way that, like, if the mic quality was better, I could probably hear myself liking it just a little bit more, because I did like it, but was it memorable? I don't think I would consider this memorable.
No.
You know, it's good, but that mic quality was so poor that it kind of dragged it down. And then it's just like, you know, it's passable, but is it memorable? Not really. I liked it a little. I mean, I like the song choice. I could hear there's a quality in his voice to me that there's something there, but the mic quality was just terrible. Yeah, the mic quality was bad, and that's what really kind of sucked it out.
So what do we think about Drake then?
Yeah, it's another one with Drake where there's quite a bit going on behind the scenes in it. And I know we're not going back to what he's done in the past, but we've had a few times where he has delivered stuff that's had quite a bit going on behind it as well. Still got the talent and very impressive. He's definitely in my yes column going forward when we start to talk about that. But he is someone that has the talent to just stand on his own without the frills. And again, another thing that I'd like to see more of.
I agree with that. The one thing that I do want to say, because he basically said everything I was going to say, but my thing is I really do like the fact that he kind of came out of the comfort zone a little bit. It wasn't musical theater. It was kind of a different genre, a different style. I liked it, the fact that he was able to do that. So
it was nice to hear something different, and I kind of liked the distortion in his voice, and the fact that I don't have that many points speaks to his strength.
Yeah.
Because a wise person once said that if you're doing something right, people won't know that you're doing anything at all. So that's what I feel about him.
Didn't that come from a cartoon?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Either that or a fortune cookie. Wow.
That could be.
No, actually, it was the previous judge on YouTube Island.
It was Futurama, guys. Guys, it was Futurama. It was the episode when Bender was like in space and he was playing God, and then the real God was talking to him. And okay, yeah, that's where it came from. I remember. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for the enlightenment. About Alex then, my main question to her is, why is she using the penalty limit? She sings well, but I'd like to hear more of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what, 50 seconds, that's not really enough time to get emotional connection.
Yeah.
But what I did hear I liked, I like her clear sound, and she's rather on pitch too, so she could be a contender this time, I think.
I thought it was good for what there was.
What do we think about Haru then? Andrea, you said that you saw a lot of potential in her, and I do too, because I think she has a very forward, mask-resonating sound. So she could have a powerful voice, but the pitches are ruining it for her. And maybe the song choice too. A translation often has awkward phrasing, so that was kind of distracting to me.
Well, see, for me, I don't think she's on the level of, say, Sam or Miriam or even Drake, kind of really up there. I think she's kind of riding the middle right now. But what I hear when I say the potential is I can hear that she's got the potential for greatness. Her problem is, besides, potentially song choice, it's also the way she kind of pinches off certain vowels. Like when you get to the sound, it comes out like real nasal sounding. That's if she could work on not pinching that off and, lifting that sound a little bit, and then just kind of working on song choice, I think she could be a contender.
Yeah, maybe. Agreed. When you get to the later stages of the competition like this, the last thing you want to be doing is picking someone up on falling flat.
Yeah.
As it just makes them stand out so much from a majority of the guys that just won't be doing that whatsoever. They'll be on point, and then it's other factors that come into it.
Yeah, so looking forward, I don't think it's very realistic to have her in the top 9. But that's just me. She was a maybe.
See, I'm not ready to drop her to the bottom of the top, or the bottom to the 9, like get rid of her. I still think there's potential.
So what did you think about Melodious, Andrea?
I actually don't know what happened because the song, it's a very pretty song. I'm going to get if you listen to the lyrics are very pretty, but it was in such an uncomfortable register for Melodious that my throat, I wasn't even singing it, and my throat was starting to hurt because it sounded so pained and uncomfortable, and it just sounded like he was singing way too low for his voice.
Yeah, and you stole my comment, Andrea. I can tell
it was terrible.
He went for that low, warm voice, but it was obviously out of range for him.
It was painful. So it was very painful.
So maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. So maybe he should have talked to the mentors first.
Yeah, because when you're picking a song, even if it's really, you can transpose songs. That's not too hard, but you got to make sure if it's not a register that you're comfortable in, then the people who are listening to you sing are going to be equally as uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think echoing the same kind of things. A voice is an asset, and you kind of need to know what you've got and how to use it. And that entry just smacked to someone that doesn't at the moment. So it's definitely back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
So a note for all contestants, utilize the mentors.
Yes.
Aria Booney then. I think she has a pretty voice, but I wish she didn't let the backing track overpower her. She needs to be more in the foreground, otherwise it's hard to catch the nuances.
I liked it. I actually think that she improved from the last time I've heard her, and I found myself enjoying her singing a lot more. And I remember when, I just got, like I said, something happened where I didn't get the song. I never heard it until you sent me the second email. And once I heard it, I kind of changed my list about, my 9. And that's kind of where I started getting where Haru had made my 9, but then, things shifted because of putting Area back into the mix. I liked it. I agree that maybe it was a little overpowering, but I think it was pretty good. I think it was an improvement.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. wrong, I liked it. I just wished it would have been more in the foreground.
I think she's got a lot of versatility, so I'm expecting to see a lot of variety and, yeah, definitely a lot of potential to go far in this thing.
Yes, she kind of reminds me of Casey from season 2. She has such smooth Disney voice, I call it.
Yeah. All right. One thing, I'm going to say this real quick. For me, Miriam is like Billie Holiday. Ella Fitzgerald possessed her body and sang right through her. It's her most flawless performance to date. I just wanted to get that out because I noticed my power is starting to get real shady, and I think I'm going to have to cut out because I think we're going to lose power again.
Oh, no.
So I just wanted to make sure I said that because I was really planning on saying like just gushing over Miriam because personally she's my favorite of the entire entries as of right now. I loved it, absolutely adored it, but we're about to lose power again. So I just wanted to get that out there. That's really the only other one I really had a lot of comments for, just a lot of praise, but everyone else, like I didn't have very much, the nasality for Gabriel is, a problem again for me, but that's really it. So you two discuss among yourselves. I'm going to say goodbye to the American Idol, the YouTube Idol world for this episode. Okay. I will be back next episode. All right.
Okay. Good night.
All right. Sorry about that. Bye.
Or good evening.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that was unfortunate, maybe. Yeah, okay, let's talk about Miriam then. I really loved it. I didn't actually write any notes for her.
No, same. I don't think there's much that you can say at this point. And echoing the same kind of thoughts from.
Yeah, but she sounded.
Sorry, go for it.
But she sounded a tad nasal to me, but not that much, so it wasn't an issue per se. It was just something I noticed from the way she usually sings. So this is how I get when I don't write notes.
That preparation, eh?
Yeah, I didn't have to say anything about her.
It was good, definitely. There's a few, because we're pretty much starting from day one again. So the entries that we get at this point, there'll be some where they are very strong and there's room for growth, and I'm sure they can kick on from strength to strength, and Miriam's definitely one of those.
Totally. So what do we think about Spooky? I think he's the big surprise of this round, actually. We didn't get to hear that much of him last time around. And he actually ended up being one of my favorites. He has a great falsetto, but I just wished he had a better mic. Otherwise he's not gonna catch his voice properly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be quite controversial with this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that for that song he didn't really get hold of it, in my opinion. Like, I take the points, there are a lot of positives to bring out of it in that he's got a very nice sounding voice, but it just didn't have the power to carry that song off, in my opinion. And compared to the original, which you kind of have to do, it just fell very short of expectations of it. But good that it happened now in the early stages. I can see that he's got plenty of potential to build on, better song selections, that sort of thing. But it just didn't deliver for me. I'm sure I'll be in the minority on that.
But did he really need power for this song? I don't think it's that kind of song. I think he made it his own.
It's got deceptive power.
Okay.
Like, consider it would have been sung over the top of a piano, then you've got to have something to power over the top of it. We've covered it all, so
yeah,
got to try and chip it down to 9.
Yeah, so let's just bring in our votes.
Yeah, we've got a list of 10 now, haven't we?
No, we're gonna choose 9. Or do you want 10?
No, 9's absolutely fine, I think.
The 9 muses. Okay, so Mark, you are choosing Haru over Spooky. Really?
Well, for a start, I am outvoted on it, so it doesn't really count for all that much. But in terms of what we got from the two, they both have issues in my eyes, and I picked purely on who I think had more versatility and who had issues they could fix more easily. I think if you've got points where you're falling a little bit flat, I think that could be addressed over the course of a couple of weeks. If you haven't necessarily got the power to put behind your voice, that's going to be something that takes a lot more work with the singing coach, and something that, one, is going to be difficult to address in the length of the competition, and 2, is going to be a problem when the rounds are changing all the time and you need to be adaptable and you need to be versatile. But as I say, they've both got some issues, they've both got plenty of potential, and I went for who I thought was going to be able to stay the course a little more.
Andrea just changed her mind, so do you still want to push Haru forward?
Oh, really?
Yeah, can't you see the chat? But hey, are we really gonna choose Haru over Spooky? Come on. Really, Mark? Is that just to counteract my votes?
No, that's how I wrote it out, and then I swapped 1 and 2, and then I thought about it and swapped back. I've always had that issue with Gabriel's voice. Like, I don't like it that much, but I kind of get what he's going for.
I think we gotta hold on to a unique voice like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like, so I was half tempted to put him at 3, but then he doesn't deserve to be thrown under the bus because he's got better, I think.
Okay, thank you so much then.
No worries. Catch you later.
Catch you later.
Thanks for watching. See you soon with the result.